Russ, I was just thinking about that time we went into that dude's studio at his house, like the very first time, where like we literally had been practicing for maybe like a week or two.
Yeah, I still have nightmares about that.
The guy was like, "Yeah, maybe you guys should like practice more before you come into a studio." We're like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah, that was so funny. It was. I don't know if I call it a waste of time, but it was something.
Wait,
It
which
wasn't a waste
studio
of
is this?
time.
So
It
there
was
was
literally
this.
just some guy's house.
Yeah, we were right when we first started. This was like pre your days, David. Somebody
Pre-David.
I saw an ad on Facebook. This guy's like, I'm giving like free studio sessions. Obviously, it was to boost like, people come visit his studio, see if they'd want to do a full album there.
Sure.
But we were like,
Jokes
we
on
do
him. We didn't have one.
no. So we were like, oh, we have this song. It was a Game Theory. It'd be cool to like get a real studio version recording because we just did it on my laptop with the MIDI drums. So
I think I do kind of remember this. I remember it vaguely now.
yeah, so we went. I think, should I say the name? I remember the name of the studios.
We can bleep
don't
it out if
remember
you
that.
want. I certainly don't remember.
It was this place called Skylab Studios. I think
Okay.
where it was Roosevelt, New
north.
Jersey.
It was north.
I don't know if Roosevelt is a place that exists, but yeah, it was north. But it wasn't too bad. It was like half an hour.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Just we weren't.
No, yeah. Well, I just remember, because we all grew up in New Jersey, and I don't know what it was always like for you guys, but like for me, I'm always like, music is really cool, but like there's nothing happening in New Jersey for music. But then I grow up and I mature, and I'm like, okay, there's Asbury Park. While the scene's not as cool as it used to be, you think about Bruce Springsteen came from here. We're close to Princeton. Who from Princeton made it out and did some cool stuff. The guys from Saves the Day are from Princeton, and I'm really big into
There's
Saves the Day.
there's another like screamo band that is from Princeton. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Saves the Band is.
I didn't know
Um,
Saves the Day was from there too. That's sick.
It's really cool.
And then
and if
you got
you-
like, yeah. Sorry, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if you listen to like some of the early Saves the Day stuff, they reference just like a lot of places in Jersey.
Oh hell yeah! Do they
It's
reference
really
stuff
cool.
like
Hoagie
from?
Haven.
Do they reference stuff like around us that like we would frequent in high school or something?
I think it's just more of just towns, like Highland Park. They mention stuff like that.
I know there.
But and I think and I listened to like interviews with the frontman from Saves the Day, whose name is escaping me. I'm a fake fan, and he talks
It's an
about
interesting name.
he talks about as a kid always going to Princeton Record Exchange, which is really cool. It's really
Yeah.
cool to hear. But
Yeah.
but anyway, I mentioned that just because I'm like, oh, this studio's so close to us. Like, wow, we can do so much here.
Yeah.
Not really realizing it costs so much money to record in the studio normally. And then, yeah, it was this guy's house, but he had a studio in his basement. It was like a full-fledged studio.
It was
with
pretty
control room
legit,
and live
yeah.
room. And so he was this older guy, and you know it. You can
Cool
tell what
galaxy
kind
painting
of
on the wall.
yeah, like Saturn and stuff. But you could
Like
tell
a full
like
wall portrait of like Saturn. Yeah, it was really
we
cool.
should have taken pictures. But you could tell
I
like
think
what
I
kind
did.
of you can tell what kind of music this guy made. It was like, the Springsteen wannabes and the Bon Jovi wannabes would come through and do that kind of stuff. But
In
anyway,
Jersey, unheard of.
unheard of. So this guy, yeah, he was nice enough to let us come in, and so it's just us three. It's me, Eric, and Jake, and we bring all of our equipment in, all the drums and everything. We're setting up, and the guy's like, yeah, just set up, and he live tracked it. Which again, in my mind, I'm thinking, watching all the studio vlogs from my favorite bands. Oh, we're really gonna like record to a click and like record everyone's things at once and spend the whole day on this. But it was just a free session. So he's like, you guys just play it live and we'll go from there, no click. And so I'm on the drums and I didn't practice. And like Eric mentioned, we didn't really practice like at all. And so we do a full first run and the guy's like, maybe you guys want to come back another day when you practice. But long story short, we did it another take and it was fine. And it was on
right there.
We should have. But it was on Bandcamp for like 2 seconds, and you can hear just like stuff isn't lined up because we
Yeah.
didn't record it. But it was a
Like-
cool experience.